How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of Colorado-born, New England-style IPA, hopeful goodness in the form of Weldworks Brewing's. It's their Juicy Bits. Weldworks. I have never had a beer, just a beer from them. I have had a beer that they were a collab on with the guys from Hop Butcher. So yeah, kind of decided to give this a whirl. Let's see. As far as what it says in this can, Weldworks Brewing Juicy Bits New England Style IPA, brewed with Citra, Mosaic, Eldorado hops. Keep cold. 6.7% alcohol by volume, and they are out of Greeley, Colorado. Otherwise, it's all right. You know, it's their logo and words, and it's orange so it makes you think of citrus. There you go. I've been forgetting to kind of comment on labels, which is kind of weird because that's like my thing, and people dig on it. I don't know what's going on. Slipping in my old age. Getting up there. Grandpa status. I don't have kids. Don't worry. You're safe. Anyway, what do we have? Almost 2 fingers of infinite creaminess. I kind of tossed it in there, but this big fat wine glass usually doesn't generate much of a head, but crazy neurotic bubbles throughout, just off white in color, and it's got that rich, soft haze throughout. It's got a little bit of that orange core to it, but it has that milky cataracty kind of look going on too. So yeah, definitely looks the part of New England style IPA. Let's see what the nose has. Big, soft, green hops combined with a big, soft orange bittering with a little bit of sweetness, and that's pretty much it. Not that you need much more, but yeah, it's just equal parts that green, equal parts that orange, and it just smells like it has that super water nerd drop out all bitterness kind of treatment to it. Just, you know, straight up wannabe OJ with that hop, big green hop presence. It's like when I say round, what did I say? Big, soft. So it's big, but it's very soft. It's fluffy green. It's not sharp, biting, bittering green, at least on the nose. Let's see what she's got. Cheers. Okay. That's tasty bevy right there. That's a really tasty beer. Orange out the wazoo. All different kinds of oranges. Talking about just straight up in Florida orange to your kumquats to your kind of tangerines, the whole 9, clementines out the butthole in a very sweet and slightly pithy manner, combined with that kind of soft, fluffy, creamy grainness. Is a bit smaller than that citrus sweetness and that fluffy, creamy mouthfeel. There is a bit of bitterness there, but it has that kind of water nerd treatment that I talk about all too often and nowadays. Let's drop out all bitterness kind of IPA, so you do get a kind of bouncing bitterness to it. I shouldn't say bouncing because it's smaller than the sweetness, but enough to kind of bounce off some of that sweetness. Here's my issue with the beer. It drinks like beers that I love that are like sub 4% or sub 5% beers. There's a bunch of breweries, Bissell, Equilibrium, District 96. They make these beers that are like, you know, 4.8% and just bursting at the seams like this one is, with this soft kind of orange, juicy, kind of soft green vibe. I want this to be 2% smaller because I want to drink 37 of these. But, you know, it's almost 7%. You're dipping toward the imperialized range. That's kind of where this one, I don't want to say jumps the shark, but it's tasty. It's nice. It's not super impactful. It's not what I would say is like a, you know, Haze-Bro, crazy, over-the-top juicy beer. But it is juicy, but it's not that with that kind of 2x4 to the face of flavor and sugar and sweetness and hops and all that stuff. It's a bit more reserved, a bit more gentle. It's definitely a chugger. It's just at its ABV, it can't be like a super chugger, and that's what I want it to be. I love this flavor profile at lower ABVs. I'm just not getting that lower ABV here. So I really dig the beer. I just want it to be smaller. I think that's pretty much it. Covered everything. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better IPAs I've had as of late. Actually, it's worthy of being in the conversation. It's still a really good, tasty beer. It's just, you know, I just want it to be lower in ABV. Value availability, no idea what works with Weldworks. I don't know how they do their distribution or what's not. I actually just had a traded with beer. I don't trade much, but I did a local trade with somebody, and he ended up giving this to me, so I have no idea. and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like juicy beers and you want a little bit of bitterness with your juiciness, and you like super chuggable, well-made, new school, hazy, New England style IPAs, this is definitely going to do you proper. There you go. Another review in the books. Down there if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the whole social media stuff, Beer Massive. That's the podcasting side of things. Go check that out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little juice bomb right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.